Welcome back. We are Two Finger Spirits. We got the camera shy camera guy
back here.
We got a live studio audience.
And know who that was back there?
The Spicy Ginger.
The Spicy Ginger's here hanging out.
Calling it in from the couch here.
Yeah.
And what we have today?
Copper and Cask.
Tell me about it.
You hear about them guys?
No, I've never heard of it.
This is
Are those people?
Yeah. It's single barrel, straight bourbon whiskey. It's a limited edition. This is a single barrel project, and this is finished in toasted barrels. They call this one Ribbon Candy. It's a 6-year. It's 57.4 ABV, which is what, 117? 114.8.
57. It's 114.
And they're calling this batch DC-368. It is sourced from MGP, and corn 70%, rye 21%, and malted barley 9%.
All right.
So it's finished in toasted oak barrels.
It's got a sweetness.
And
That's got to be the rye.
Well, it's only
27% rye. It's because it's got like a sweetness, but with a rye smell to it.
And on the palate, I do get some candy, and it's because they call it ribbon candy. It's kind of fitting.
Well, I didn't get to the palate yet, but
well, yeah, we sipped it beforehand.
sometimes we do that.
Fairly dark color. Might even say a copper.
Oh my God. It's almost like a copper out of a cask.
And on the nose, I'm getting a lot of brown sugar. How about you?
I got a lot of brown sugar. It has a very pleasant nose. It got a sweet nose to it.
That's a really pleasant nose. You still get the vanilla, you get the caramel. A little bit of ethanol, but not bad for, considering the 114, almost 115 proof. And the palate pretty much mimics the nose, I think.
A little astringent on the palate.
On the finish, I get a little bit of bitterness, but not on the palate. Mostly on the finish.
I get a little bit on the palate going into the finish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then on the palate, I get a little bit of candy. Added
sweetness.
Added with the stuff I get on the nose, the brown sugar, the
I don't know what a ribbon
caramel.
candy is. But
I think it's like that. It's like, it looks like really thick, what's that pasta? The thinny, like linguine, except it's thinner. It looks like ribbon. Looks like something you would wrap a present in. It's like
tart something.
tart something. I think she might be talking about you.
What'd you call it?
A little bit of that bitterness on the palate. What's with the big words that you got to use? You trying to show off for somebody?
Well, I've been reading the
Astringent?
dictionary. And I got big word of the day calendar. Yeah.
Got a thesaurus for his 40th birthday.
I did. I got the sore ass.
And I had this last week with the spicy ginger, and we both thought it was bitter all the way through. I'm finding it much more enjoyable.
The bitterness is paired with the
This time
sweetness.
around.
It's weird. It's good.
Now I'm just getting a touch of bitterness, and it's not overwhelming or bothering me on the finish there, because the rest of it is really pleasant.
I would say it's a little bit sweeter than your, atypical bourbon.
Oh yeah, it's
I like
definitely
it.
sweet from that toasted barrel.
Yeah.
It brings out that sweetness.
I like it.
I would get more stuff from them.
I would do another copper and cask, without a doubt. Maybe not this one specifically, but if, other offerings they put out, I would definitely give it a shot.
What's today's date? It's like May 28th or something?
It's April 20th.
April 20th? This video is coming out in like June. And makes me wonder, because we've recently heard that MGP is going to stop their sourcing program.
Yeah,
So I wonder what all these non-distilling producers are going to end up doing.
Well, a lot of them are distilling. They're just not ready yet.
Well, a lot of them are, but there's a lot of non-distilling producers, NDPs, if you will.
Yeah, so like what they do is they take the MGP and they just change the name and put a fancy price tag on it. Watch out for that.
Perhaps.
Perhaps that's what they do.
Anything you want to add about this?
I would think it's a fair try.
Yeah, I think I paid 70 for it. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I paid about $70 for it.
How about a quote?
History teaches us that man learns nothing from history.
So then why bother learning it?
Well, it's still good. You can try to learn.
Is it? We've learned nothing from it.
Well, you have.
Neither has man.
I have. Well, woman.
Well, then you must not be man.
Woman learns a lot from it, right?
Oh, a woman never forgets history.
She's probably doing something with the history on her phone right now. Huh?
Got the word on 3.
Wordle on 3.
Just make sure when I kick, you clear my Google history, all right?
Everyone, thank you so much. Join us next Wednesday for another review.
Cheers, everybody.